Welcome to the Unapologetic podcast with Kaitlyn Talamante, hosted by LadyBoss. This is the space where women rise, own their power, and stop playing small. We get real, we get raw, and we get fired up about confidence, health, business, and life. If you're ready to step into who God made you to be and unapologetically live your best life, then girl, you are in the right place. Let's do this. Welcome to the Unapologetic podcast with Kaitlyn Talamante, hosted by LadyBoss. This is the space where women rise, own their power, and stop playing small. We get real, we get raw, and we get fired up about confidence, health, business, and life. If you're ready to step into who God made you to be and unapologetically live your best life, then girl, you are in the right place. Let's do this.
This is what unapologetic looks like.
This is my era. I'm walking boldly in my purpose. I'm done dimming my light.
I'm done playing small. God didn't create me to blend in. I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. The old me was surviving. The new me is free.
We rise together.
Here's to living life unapologetically. Hey ladies, I have a special podcast for you today. You know how sometimes you reconnect with someone from your past and you're just like, wow, God really grew us both into exactly who we were meant to become? That's today. I'm bringing on a woman I've known since at least high school, if not middle school.
No, high school.
That's high school. And she's navigated the messy middle of motherhood, marriage, entrepreneurship, and personal growth in such a beautiful, grounded, powerful way. She is a successful realtor, just got her insurance license, a wife, mom, woman of grit and grace. Miss Stephanie Hungerford is in the building. Hey, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics ever, your state. Because if your mind isn't right, then nothing else works. You can't have the best intentions. You can have the best intentions. You can have the best planner, the prettiest water bottle, the best routine. But if your state is chaos, everything feels harder. And Steph gets that. She lives it. She embodies it. So in today's episode, it's going to be a heart-to-heart about how to take back your power from the chaos, the pressure, and the noise and return to a grounded state that actually supports the life you are building. Hey, Steph!
Hey, my gosh, that was so sweet. Thank you so much. That was so awesome.
Of course. I am so happy to have you on. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thanks. I'm standing.
I'm going to get some this. I'm going to.
I love it. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I love it so much. Mindset is definitely one thing I am learned so much about, especially with having 3 children and going through a few family deaths and, a couple things in my life. So I'm so excited to talk about this with you because it's going to be so much fun.
Yes, it is. It is. So we went from small town Pagosa Springs, like classmates, to 2 grown women out here and like living and building big lives, like not inside a little Pagosa anymore. And I just love that we get to like have this full circle moment of like, growing up in a small town and being like, hey, I want more than what, Pagosa's beautiful. We love it. I'm not dogging on it, but like, we want it big, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Texas definitely is where it's at.
A little biased, but I agree.
No, it's hard going from a small town and wanting to get out, right? And so at least we made it through that, getting out of the small town vibe.
About it all on itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved like watching your journey over the last 10 years. And so that's why I asked you to be on the podcast, because like
you're so sweet.
I feel like it's the full circle moment, and I've got to watch your journey and all your growth. And like we both have grown through that growth in like our own ways, and it looks so different, but one and the same.
Yeah.
And so before we dive in, I want to rewind a little bit. For our listeners who don't know you yet, can you give them the cliff notes of who is Stephanie Hungerford and How'd you go from small town Colorado to becoming a total boss in both Pagosa and
I don't know. I would say cliff notes of me. I didn't know where I wanted to be 10 years ago. Real estate just kind of hit me. It was definitely a God thing where it just kind of threw me in my lap and it was like, okay, where am I going to go? What do I love? And I love helping people. So one of the things was, I wanted to be someone that would help people. I love being around people. I love the craziness of, getting paid however hard you work, which isn't true because I work really, really hard and sometimes I don't get paid. But I don't know. It's just I lived in Pagosa since 2003, 4, ish, end of 3, beginning of 4, and then we moved to Texas. We had our first kid in Pagosa, and then we just decided that, oh my gosh, this is not probably where we want to raise our kids. They deserve better sports, better schools. So we just decided to move to Texas. Plus, my husband had a job opportunity here. So we packed our bags. I moved my business and we moved to Texas. It's crazy how it just kind of just unraveled so quickly. And then we found out as soon as we moved to Texas that I was pregnant with our second child. So it's kind of crazy. We kind of lived and tried to figure out where we're going to live in Texas. We found our perfect space. God really put us where we needed to be in our little subdivision, which is crazy. And then we really started diving together as a team at church. Like we had a unfortunate loss with a baby, and then my dad died shortly after that. So it was a crazy 2021. And then we found a beautiful church that we got to go to, and like crazy enough, the first service, the pastor talked about how they lost a child. And so that's when we instantly knew that that's where we were going to be. Like, this is where we're supposed to be. It was crazy. It's crazy how it's all unfolded. And we've been at our same church since then, almost 6 years now. No, 5 years. And it's crazy. We love it. It's crazy how you get another baby. I got pregnant again shortly after. And man, is she like my little heart healer. Like, I didn't think I wanted any more kids. She just, you just hold her and she just like makes you feel amazing. She smiles at you. She's already 2 and I can't believe it. And so it's crazy how everything's unraveling. It's crazy how I'm now getting my insurance license and helping my husband and trying to do full-time mom and Girl Scout cookies and all the things. We just finished cheerleading and, but we make it work. We do what we need to do. It's fun.
all the balls we juggle? Like there's just so many things all the time, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you mean with your daughter. I have 2, as you know, my 2 boys, and my youngest, I'm like, we were intentionally trying, but when it happened, the entire pregnancy, I was just scared because my heart was like, it loves your husband and it loves your oldest, and like, it doesn't have room to love more. And so, like, it's like, even though we were trying, I got pregnant intentionally, like, my entire pregnancy, I was like, my heart can't love another kid. Like, this kid's going to be so unloved. Like, what's going to happen? Like, I'm a horrible And then I saw him and I was like, and he's such my little, I mean, he's almost 8 years old. He's still my little cuddle bug. And I'm like, okay, it is amazing what the heart can do.
It's so crazy. Yeah. Just when I thought I didn't want to go through, because it was painful, mentally and physically. And so I was like, I don't know if I want any more kids. And then I got pregnant and then you're like, no choice. Don't do it again. Please don't. Anyways. So yeah, it's fine. I'm grateful for everything actually, because goes back to mindset. If I wouldn't have been pregnant with our first kid or with the baby that we lost, I was going to have have her like December, which would have been Christmas time. So we moved up our schedule to come for 4th of July. And shortly 2 weeks later, my dad passed away. So one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, I see it. I see it. It hurt. I see it.
Definitely a hard one, but I mean, he really does work in miraculous ways of like the way it unfolds. I mean, really, what are the odds of, going to church and around the time all that's happening, the first church you step foot in, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like me and my husband, we have been trying to come together on all these things because we're so busy at once. And last week they were talking about relationships and how you have to just kind of give and love. And it's like, okay, all right, I guess he gets it. He knows exactly what we need to hear at that exact time. So it's kind of amazing that way.
He really does. It's funny you share the service you had when you first moved there, because our first service, so we moved to Victoria, Texas. We've actually moved from there since then, but way down south Texas, 2 hours from Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. And first church we stepped into, we bas- we basically drove through the town to fix a windshield, saw a house on the corner. I was like, I want that house. We bought it. We moved 3 weeks later. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, the Lord's got a plan for us. There's a reason we are here. Like, who buys a house that quickly in a town they've never been into? First church we go to, he tells the story of Abraham and Sarah and how long they waited to have a child. And the Lord said, you're going to have one. But he made them wait how long before they had their little boy? And I'm like,
what was it, 80 some years? She was 80
yeah,
or something.
85, right? 85, 75 years to wait for. And like, I'm like, Lord, please don't let me wait this long to know why we're here. But it was just one of those days where it's like, that's exactly it. And then he keeps going. He's like, it's like if you just moved to Victoria out of a whim, like you had no reason, never been here before, and just moved here. And I looked at my husband, and my husband looked at me, and we're like, whoa.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what? Yeah. That's crazy. I love that. Love that so much.
It is so crazy. So today's focus, we're going to talk about state, and obviously with all the ups and downs and good times and bad times and even with all the things we have to be grateful for, we juggle a lot. We do a lot. And you're someone who really protects your state from what I can tell. And you don't let the world run you. So let's start there. What does that even mean to you when you think state? What are you paying attention to? How do you show up for you?
So, I was talking to my husband about this the other day because it's like if I don't have positivity around me and there's a bunch of negative coming I've gotten a good shield where I feel like I can block it. And it just comes with repetition of just okay, that wasn't meant for me, or maybe trying to disassociate yourself from it. Oh, they're having a bad day, or giving them grace, or just loving them. And then usually, I don't know, I wake up most days, I shouldn't say every day because sometimes I skip, but every day I wake up and I lay in my bed before I wake up. And in my head, I start praying to God and I tell him everything I'm grateful for. It could be one or two things that day, could be, 5 or 6 things that day. And then I just give him everything that I'm struggling with and go from there. Right. I also I don't have it on my desk right now, but I have a journal where I write down 10 I ams. So I'll probably write down I'm strong, I'm kind, I'm worthy, something that, may or may not be true at that current moment, but you just keep writing it, and eventually you almost trick your brain, right, to thinking I am worthy, I am strong, I am a child of God, and you believe that's how you start getting out of that deep dark hole that you're in. And I don't know what I would have done without my lists every morning, or even a little mantra that says am top producer, because business wise you have to envision what you want and then go for it, right? You can't just envision it and just hope it comes. You have to actually go for it. And that's something I've really tried to work on, is trying to keep a level head, because if I'm not cool, then the rest of the family is not cool because I'm being a butthead to everybody.
I feel that on so many levels. I know the ladies listening are like, yeah.
So just gotta keep the calm, especially when people are having tantrums, which I'm so grateful that God has taught me how to control that situation and realize that okay, this isn't how it works. This is how we're going to go about it. So it's fun. I love it. Practicing gratitude every day, though, is huge.
It is so huge. I love how you do it in the morning, and I love that you write your affirmations down. I'm big into affirmations, whether you say them or you post them all over your house or you write them down. Same with gratitude. I'm sure you've heard, you do a lot of personal development, professional development. You've heard that when you live in gratitude, fear and anxiety are non-existent. Fear, at least, is scientifically proven. When you live in that gratitude, that the fear is we got this.
We got this. Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because sometimes whenever we have struggles and stuff, or something's I'm not in control of, I just remember that thou shalt not fear is in the Bible the most. Like, do not fear, do not, is one of the things spoken in the Bible the most. And so if I don't fear, I have so much less anxiety, stress, and just knowing that it's all in his hands and I'm just here, I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, I am. So I'm sure you do. I've got my vision board here, and I've got like my affirmation board here, but then I've also got them on my computer screen. And I have John 14:1. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and also trust in me. Like,
Mhm.
got
Yeah.
it. Like, it gets hard. It gets real hard at times. Or the stress or anxiety or the fear. And it's like, but he's got us.
Yeah. Before I like really started diving into like going to church and like reading and learning more about his teachings and stuff, I remember I was so emotional and I was so stressed out all the time. And like being one of the biggest decisions that people make and is buying a house and helping them through that. Like I used to be a mess, like honestly, but not to their face. I'd go and cry to my husband, like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna some thousands of dollars. But it always worked out, and then once I realized that like there's a Matthew McConaughey quote and it's not from him, but he talks about it and it's like 50 or 60% of the things that I think are going to happen don't happen, and we stress out about them. And once I kind of grasped that and was like, this is just like I'm creating this, like this isn't actually happening. It could happen, but we don't know.
No, we definitely don't. Our minds are seriously, they're our worst enemy. I mean, they could be our best enemy because they can get creative and fun and all the things, but
Mhm.
especially female, I call it negative Nancy and positive Betty. Like, negative Nancy can be mean.
She can be mean, like real mean. Yeah. No, like, and then there's the hard part of being truthful and, because you don't want to just live up in the sky and everything's green, everything is blue. And it's just like, you got to have like a groundedness to it, but also just trusting that everything's going to work out for the best.
It's like you said earlier, it's like you can have this goal, but if you do nothing about it, then it's going to go nowhere. Like,
Right.
you can trust the process all you want, but
Like I could be
you,
the best real estate agent in the world, but if no one knows who I am, what
Mhm.
but I could be the smartest person, it's not giving a gift or anything. So it's kind of funny.
It's like you're given the tools to use, not to sit there and wait for it to fall in your lap, because that's not how it works. Like, you've got to use the skills and the
You
tools in
gotta
the past.
you gotta fish. I'm not gonna give you the fish, right? Gotta know how
Yes.
to fish. That's how I think of it. So it's fun. I mean, don't worry, there are days that I struggle, but like you gotta get on that regimen of back into it, you know? Okay, well, I need to get back into it. I'm slipping out or,
I
sometimes
saw a thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, sometimes I even like just go in my closet and just pray. There's no windows, there's no walls. All the clothes kind of surround it and make it so it's noiseless and just you can hear God, I would think more intentionally.
I love that. Having that,
Mhm.
being able to have quiet time.
Yeah.
I saw a thing last night, and it was all about easy versus hard. And like, it's easy to quit.
Hmm.
It's hard going. But doing the hard things now makes it easy and fun life later. We're doing the easy stuff now makes a hard life later. And I'm like, I would rather do hard now and enjoy life than keep doing the easy things that get me nowhere and have a hard life later.
Yeah. Like it's hard to work out right now, but if I don't work out now, I'm going to be sore later. Or like my body will just, you know,
Not work the way it
not
to.
work the way it's supposed to. Exactly. Or eating healthy or taking your supplements or whatever. Yeah, no, I get it. Choose your hard, right?
Choose your hard. And for me, like, one of my hards at one point was really committing to my faith. Because for me as a female, I'm like, I needed to know the next plan. I needed to know the step. I needed to know the backup. So like, to really be like, okay, Lord, I'm trusting you've got this, was really hard for me to do for most of my life until what I think is 2022, when I finally was like, all right, Lord, you've got this, please. But then he had taken me to a point where there
Like
was
the
nothing
savior.
to do. It was already full send, like YOLO, like
Yeah.
I have no control and there's no backup plan because there isn't. Like, I've tried. And it's like when I was put in that position, like my faith just grew and it's only grown like through the roof because I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
and let go. Like it is gonna be okay. Like your way is the best.
Yeah. It's hard too, though, to be following God. It's not easy, right? Because, like, there are so many temptations, but it is the only way. And it's hard, but I don't know, to me, it's way better, right? Because I don't drink anymore. I don't do anything crazy. I don't go out. And so it's like, okay, I really see it. I see it now and how amazing He is and just being present. It's fun.
It is for sure. And I don't drink either anymore.
And back in the day, we used to drink all the time. Like,
We drink
me
a
and
lot.
you together in the same space. It's so funny. Yeah,
We were
no,
young not too long ago.
I know, not too long ago. But no, I'm grateful for those days because now I can relate to other people going through it. But I do not want to go back.
And here's my thing. It's like for me, like I'm living in the purpose that He has for me. And if I feel like crap the next day, like I can't show up and do that.
I
Like,
know. Could you?
all the repercussion from the weight that wants to hang out on the scale for the next week to my mindset to the exhaustion to the funk that it puts me in, I'm like, I want nothing to do with it. Like,
No.
we've already got enough going on with our hormones that controls all that. I don't want to add
I
to it.
know. Yeah. And it, honestly, like, I tried to drink a couple weeks ago on my birthday, a month ago, and I had like a drink. And I didn't even like feel anything. I don't know if it's just because after having kids and whatever. And then I felt like crap the next day and I was like, this isn't even worth it anymore. I don't even like feel it. And then it's like, I'm good. I was just doing it to be kind of socially accepted at that moment, I think. And I won't do it anymore. I have this one friend that's my husband's friend. And he's like, let's get Steph drunk. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. He's like, it's my life goal to see you drunk. I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't want to see me that girl. That girl's crazy.
Yes, she is. So is this one.
Yeah.
Crazy without liquor.
Yeah.
You
I have fun without it. Don't you think I don't? Yeah.
it's kind of weird. Like, I'm fun without it. You're fun without it. Like, I can still go out and date and have a good time.
I would
But
love
it's
to
like,
go dancing. Like, yeah.
it is really odd how others are like, it makes them uncomfortable.
I know, because they're like, why aren't you drinking? What happened? I'm like, I just choose not to. Like, I don't need it. And they're like, what? Like, they think I just had like this huge thing where it was this defying moment of, you're an alcoholic, you went to rehab. Like, no. I had children and decided that this wasn't the life for me. So,
Yep. No, it blows me away because it's like, for me, for a long time, I used alcohol as like a coping mechanism when I was out
Mhm.
social. I could be a social butterfly, so I
Yeah.
could have fun and let go. And it was one of those things where it was like, but I am fun without it, and I used to be a social butterfly without it. So why am I using this as like a coping mechanism when
Yeah.
it was who I was naturally? And so like it wasn't happen right away, but the longer I was off of it, I was like, I find that it really helped me find me again and my energy and my spark. Like, let's have a conversation. I have no idea
Yeah.
who you are.
Let's go. I know. I do miss those days though, where you'd connect with people just like being crazy. But because now it's just like all Girl Scouts and all the mom things that I have to do, which is fun still. All of it's fun. It's all different, but
It's just where we're at in life, right? Like,
I know. I'm in bed by 10. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock.
love it. I love my 9 o'clock bedtime. Sleep is worse than a hangover at this point in time.
I know. And then you like wake up at like 4 in the morning and you're wide awake and you're like, oh, I guess I'll get up.
Hey, let's go.
I love it.
I kind of forgot where I was going. Joys of being a woman, older. Yeah, found the squirrel. Didn't find the
What do you
squirrel.
do? What do you do for your mindset?
Ooh, I do a lot. I think my core is one, my alarm when it goes off in the morning is the worship channel. And so like before I even
Oh.
open my eyes, I'm singing a song in my head of some kind of worship. And it's like way better for my nervous system than the like
Yeah. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. What kind of phone do you have?
I use Alexa for my alarm clock. So
Yeah.
me and the husband don't sleep with our phones in our bedrooms anymore.
I don't sleep with mine. It's in the bathroom.
And
That's
so
cool.
we use the Alexa for our alarm clock, and it's been awesome.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I do affirmations. Like I said, I've got an affirmation wall over here. I've got some over here. Journaling. And when I say journaling, I'm not an everyday journaler. I'm like a maybe once a month, every other month journal. Like it goes everywhere with me for when I get the itch.
Yeah.
But I journal. My big one is praying, reading the Bible, and worshiping. That is my best mindset. I definitely do every single day. There's always little pieces that I do throughout. Not I don't even mean like throughout the day. I mean like I might just randomly, put on an Audible or a podcast or go get a massage or something else that helps my mindset. But like, non-negotiables is there's some sort of worship music, or I've read my Bible, or I've prayed, and those are definitely my big ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I love getting a good foot massage or body massage.
Yes. I'm like, and one of my favorite parts about being a business owner is that is like professional development. Like it's a write off when you're a business owner when you're taking care.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, I totally write off my massages. Okay.
Okay, good.
I'm like, I can relate it to my business somehow.
Yeah.
Now, for those listening, if it doesn't relate to your industry, then, I'll talk to your CPA. But like, no, it's stress management that is caused by your job.
Well, that's true. That is so true. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna talk to my accountant. Be like, hey, so yeah, can I write off my gym membership, please?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't because of my industry.
Oh, that's so true.
But
Yeah, you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you because you've come a long, long way from where you were when I met you. You're doing amazing. I'm so awesome. I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl's awesome. I'm gonna like every single post.
oh, thank you, thank you. No, and you know where I was. You have seen some of my like really bad times. Like I think of like that worst memory that comes to mind of like me just really being down, and it was a private moment with me, myself, and I. But like there are public ones like that I'm sure you saw, and I'm like, yeah, there was tough times, and like that's
We all had them.
you as well. Yeah, you as
Yeah, we all
well.
had 'em.
The fact that we are where we are today, and wife, moms, entrepreneurs, getting to show up and loving life like that. That's the reasons I wanted to have you on, because I know you can relate. Like we've both experienced a lot of the hard times and got back up and living. Yeah,
Crazy
even
how it's crazy how some of our friends didn't make it out quite the same, but a lot of them did. I have a lot of really good friends that are still either living in Pagosa or still around. But man, I don't know, it's crazy to see everybody grow but it's fun too, right? We all have the same age kids and we can see them and relate and it's crazy. I don't know. I love it.
it blows me away. I'm like, I see everyone's post about, the kids just getting their driver's license or graduating, or I'm just like,
Yeah.
Jesus, we're old. Just so you know,
Did you work at Domino's?
I
Or
did. Me and you both worked at
yeah,
Domino's.
I was gonna say because I couldn't remember if just Frank worked at Domino's, if we all worked at Domino's together.
Now we all worked at Domino's together.
Now, yeah, now I remember. It was a
I
fun
forget
time.
how well you know me. I was like, oh yeah, yep, I forgot about that one.
No, it's fun. It's fun to see us grow, though. It's good. I think it's encouraging. Like I was telling you, it's like now we can help people get through certain points of our lives that we know we were there, and we can be like, "Hey, I was there." Like, you're having issues with your marriage. Hey, I was there. It's hard. Marriage is hard. Having kids is hard. Like everything is hard. And I'm so grateful because this is going to be funny. So I was I remember sitting in my room and I was like writing down my why, right? And I had everything I wanted. And this was before I lost the baby and my dad and all these things. And I was like, God, I just have everything I want. I don't even know. Like, obviously I get up because my kids need me and all this stuff. And that's great. But like, what's my drive? Like, what's my why? Like, I don't understand. And then he he said, just wait. And so, it's crazy to go through all the things and openly talk about painful stuff. But if we talk about it, and it may come off like I'm like numb to it, but I'm not. I'm just like open about it because I know there's people out there that are
I need to hear your story.
having to struggle with this situation, and just showing how good he is in the end too. Like losing the baby, losing my dad, but then gaining a baby. And that year, I also had the best year of real estate. I think I sold $7 million in real estate that year. So it was like, okay, I'm going to make you go through this, but I'm also going to, give this to you over here. And it's like, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. So I don't know. It's crazy to know that like all of this is just coming full circle. It's fun.
It is. Going through, like you said, it's about being open and talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So often, all the time, social media is just a highlight reel.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself, even with my social, sometimes that like, no, there has been hard times, and I have to be real and authentic because that's part of the story. Like,
Mhm.
it's not, I mean, even like you say, like, you're doing so well. It's like, yeah, I'm doing great. And then I'm over here, like, read my affirmations. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like, let's keep going. Because
Yeah.
I call it entrepreneurial whiplash, but we deal with it even if we're not entrepreneurs. Like, there are good days and there are bad days, no matter what. But, having that why is what, and it's not just the kids, it's not just your spouse. It's like you said, it's being able to help others and share, what you're going through and make a difference that's bigger than.
Yeah, that's bigger than you. Like one of my hearts is to help others, especially other real estate agents, because the failure rate is 75%.
That's huge.
Within the first 2 years, it's your failure rate is 75%. So, and this stems from like my mentor, Ricky Carruth, and he's like, I'm going to reduce the failure rate of, and so I kind of absorbed a little, that rubbed off on me a little. So I coached agents for free for a while, and that gave me so much joy. And now I'm on the leadership team with my new company. And so I'm supposed to be helping with that. And so like just not just helping people find homes, but making other people, because it is a huge responsibility to help someone find their home. Like home can either cost you a lot of money, or it can, it can be a great shelter for you and your family. And it's one of the main things that you need in life: shelter, food,
Yep.
necessities. And I get to help people do that every single day, which is so fun. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes you have to take yourself out of it, right? They may be in the best situation they can be right now. Like, oh, I want a new house. Well, I don't know if you should move just yet, or I don't know if you should sell just yet. You got to wait until this is down or this is up, or, it's crazy. Maybe you want to rent it, taking yourself out of it.
Yeah, take the emotional and bring in the logical pieces of it and being able to have those conversations. That's what makes you such a great agent, is you're willing to have that. You're not just looking for the next dollar, even if it means like, okay, I won't get paid, but like, here's what you need to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes people, it's hard. I'll give them my advice. If they don't take it, it's fine too. Like, I'm like so lenient on it. It's like, okay, well, we'll keep going. Let's just keep trucking.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, you know me. This is something that has been me for a very long time. I will tell you how I see it, and you can either listen or you cannot. But I will tell you, I will listen, and I will tell you all the things. I almost named this podcast "She's Bossy" for that reason, but women don't like that. This is like, I'll tell you all that, all my life experiences and my feedback and all the things, and it's up to you on if you know right.
And that's the best part about being a mom too. It's like you were like, okay, hey, this could happen. If it happens, I warned you, but like, I'm gonna let you do it. Like, you're gonna burn your hand, but you're gonna learn.
Wyatt and I were talking about that. Me and him just got back from a trip yesterday, and so it was just him and I. So we got a lot of talking and all the things. And of course, as my mom, and he's older, I'm always like, all I can do is try. We all know you're not going to listen. He'll look like, sure. I'm like that time that I told you not to do X, Y, Z, and what happened? Or that other time I told you X, Y, Z, and what happened?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of like God. He's like, oh, you probably shouldn't do that. And then you do it anyways. You're like, dang it.
Yeah. Here I am sitting here like harping on Wyatt, and we're talking about it. And I'm like, oh, I definitely did it to my parents.
I definitely was. Girl, We were crazy. Hormones
we
are
were.
crazy. Boys are
Yes.
crazy.
Well, we were definitely boy crazy at one point in time.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time. I'm actually feeling really hopeful this year. I did a vision board.
Ooh, do you
Like
mind sharing what's on your vision board?
Yeah, I didn't finish it yet, but
I started it. Let me get it. That's the You started it. That's what matters.
so my company, they had someone come in and they brought a bunch of stuff. So I had to kind of, whatever they had, I had to kind of use. But this is one of them.
I love that.
Kind of, working out, working hard, get more energy. The D magazine is like top producer. When you're a top
Nice.
producer, you get to be in the D magazine. I think this is the H just for my name. Because I was like, I don't know. Family, sweat more, complain less. I know it's backwards, but okay. And this random family, this is like just like visioning like my clients, like just a family that I'd be helping. And I did a really lofty goal this year of 60 transactions, which is really lofty. I would be completely happy with half of that. But I like to reach for the stars, so. And then it has a daily affirmation on it. It says, I'm grateful for the abundance of success and prosperity that comes my way as a realtor. I acknowledge that my hard work and dedication has brought me to this point and look forward to many more years of successful real estate deals. And then I started to do this one because this is like my annual goal. And then, so I have to finish it. I think I have to put a picture of me as like a top producer. Oh, I'm excited. I just joined a new company. My company used to be cloud-based. So think of cloud and not really physical interaction. And now I'm at the Star. So that's exciting, which is where the Dallas Cowboys practice.
Oh, that's
And,
awesome.
yeah. And it's fun. Like it's a different level of experience and I'm here for it. I'm absorbing it. And I get to be on the leadership team and help other agents and just kind of help facilitate maybe a couple events. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I overcommit. Like I'm also on PTA.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will be me next year just because like it's a lot of work, but I don't feel like there's a big enough impact, if that makes any sense. The only thing is though, I am pretty consistent about going to the school when all the kids are there or popping in. So some of the other kids are like, but yeah, she's like, I don't know, they think of me as like super special because I get to come into the class and help and do all the things. And it makes my girls feel important. And
They enjoy it.
that's the only reason why we do it, right?
Yes. Yes. Is for sure. That's something that's hard is Jonathan's in a new school this year because we moved and last year he was in a private school, great private school, and parents were very involved in all the things. And so I got to be there all the time. And this year now we have it's not an off campus school. Whatever they call it when like parents aren't allowed on campus, basically past the security doors. And we live in a really small town. It's not like there's like a huge threat by any means. Like we're talking small close to small, okay? But they just do it for security reasons, whatever. And so I don't get to go in the classroom. And so like I've had a hard time with that where I'm like, I don't get to go. I'm thankful that it's a little more open because I don't know how dependent on all the things. So there's always something at the other one. But on the flip side, I'm like, but they're growing up so fast. Like I can't go.
I was just talking to someone and they were saying, well, it was some lady on an onboarding call and she's like, just mine are all in their 20s. Just it goes by so fast. And as soon as they're gone, like you have so much time on your hand. It's so crazy. Oh, it was one of my buyers. They're like, yeah, now they're gone and we have nothing to do. And they're doing a 55 plus community where they have like all of the things that they can do. They can do sewing or woodworking or
All the things right there.
all the tournaments and pickleballs. And so they're like, we're just kind of bought into this. We love this neighborhood because it keeps us busy because we didn't have anything to do.
That's awesome.
Hopefully I
Yeah, I
keep them
actually
around.
did on the other day at an event I was at. They had us close our eyes and visualize laying in bed with your spouse, and you guys are laying in bed and you can hear the kids laughing and playing in the background. And I'm like, oh yeah, like that's awesome. Like that's home. Like that's home right now when I get home. And then he's like, and then we're gonna fast forward a little bit and you and your husband wake up and there's no noise because the kids have grown up and they're no longer there and they're off on their own doing their own thing. And he walked us through this whole thing of like, and I'm every mom in the room, like just bawling because like in the thing we have in the vision, like we're proud of our kids and whatnot, but at the same time, it's like they're grown up and they don't need us. And like my mama heart struggles so like because Wyatt's got 2 years. And so like
I can't
the
believe
last 3 since he started high school, I've been a wreck because it's like it's coming to an end. And have you ever heard the statistic that between now ages 0 and 18, you've spent 95% of the time that you will ever spend with your kids?
Yeah, doesn't that like hurt your heart? I'm like, well, I get it though because I only see my mom like once or twice a year now.
Yeah, me too. I just surprised my dad in September. No, we had a reunion in Pagosa in August, and then I went and surprised him in September. But me and Wally, my husband, were sat down and I was like, it had been 2 years since I had seen my dad last.
Oh my gosh.
Time just flew. I didn't realize it had been 2 years.
Yeah. That was the same with my sister this last Christmas. I was like, I haven't seen you since I had my baby. Like, this is too long. She's like, agreed. Thank goodness for cell phones and FaceTime.
Yep. And time just flies. It goes by so quick. And I have boys. Like girls, I don't speak from experience on here, but girls tend to need their moms the rest of their lives and longer.
I mean,
boys,
almost everything.
yeah, boys leave their families to start their own, and the girl's family tends to become a priority because, she's a mama's girl and daddy's girl and talks to her mom about everything, and so
your daughter-in-law.
I'm like, try really hard not to alienate them, like
Yeah.
advise or talk, but I can't. I'm not gonna force down their throat. Like I just want to be involved. Like, let me come for Christmas.
No, let me come and go. I want to.
And I love it. I'm like, that's what I want. Let me come and go. Like, I'll come and visit, but when it's time for you to leave, it's time for you to leave.
Yeah. Bye.
My dad, a few years back, my dad and stepmom watched the kids for us, and we went to the Keys for a week, and so they watched the kids for a week. And I was like, but then while we're already there, like we'll just stay for a week and stay with you guys. So they really had company for 2 weeks in a row. First our kids, and then our kids and us. And my dad was like, "It is time for y'all to go." Oh, I get it.
I get it now. Yeah. We love going to Colorado, but it's about 3 or 4 days, and then we're ready to come.
Yeah,
because there's not a lot to do there.
No, and it always makes me so sad because it just hasn't changed. Like, it's great to see those that you're close to and whatnot, but then there's also a little bit of heartbreak where it's not the same. The people aren't the same. The beliefs aren't the same.
Store. I thought it was funny. The one time I went to the grocery store, when was it? And I saw you. I didn't mean at the same time, just like a couple months ago. Oh, that was so funny.
We both live in Texas, but we ran into each other in Colorado.
Yeah. So funny. I love it. I love it so much.
I do. Well, I've got a couple like rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready for them?
Let's do it. Mm-hmm.
All right. What is your favorite way to reset fast?
I probably sit in my car or drive in my car and listen to worship music and just cry. Just let it all out and just give it all. Give it all out. That's the best way I reset.
Okay, I guess can't be rapid fire anymore because that is one of my favorites too. Like my car, for whatever reason, like yes, there is glass you can see in my car, but my car is like my safety blanket.
Yeah,
like
it's like
I parked in a parking lot or driving down the road. I have cried, I have shouted,
my girls are just like, what is happening, Mom? Most of the time they're not in the car, but every once in a while when I'm like overstimulated or upset, like when all that craziness was going on, I would just like
need a moment.
I'd be like, okay, I need a moment. Let's just listen to some music. And then I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that. I love the car.
Yeah.
All right. Current go-to coffee order.
Technically, I don't drink coffee, but I have been drinking a lot more. It could either be a caramel latte ice, or I usually get a chai, like a vanilla chai or something like that with coconut milk.
Book or podcast you're loving right now?
So I have a bunch of books I've been reading. I just read The Go-Giver. It's a very short read, but it's very intriguing to read how like giving and doing all those steps helps you grow your business exponentially.
Mhm.
So I love that book. I just read that one. And it's kind of like a guilty pleasure, but it's called Real AF.
I think I've heard of it.
And he owns First Form, the energy,
Mhm.
First Form supplements.
But that's why it sounds familiar. Andy Perellis.
Andy, yeah, Frisella.
Priscilla. Yep.
And so he talks about business stuff, and he also talks about current events.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't say conspiracy. He just kind of talks about what's going on, like the Charlie Kirk stuff, everything with Trump, like all the things. And he's not like one way or the other. He's not blue or red. He's independent. And that's what I really love about him. Except for there's probably an F word every 10 minutes.
But not with the
So
kids.
don't listen to it with the kids. I think they've kind of dialed that down because they want to start doing more lives, and Facebook will stop if there's too many curse words. So, yay. That was the only complaint I had, was that there was just kind of a lot of that. But it's a lot of like, because he is faith-based, but he's not like, he's a man. Like he's action oriented. So it's kind of a kick in the butt sometimes where he's like, this is what you need to do. Like, your feelings don't matter right now.
You want change, you gotta get out of your comfort zone and go. Like,
Yep.
sorry. Tell you how it is, you do with it. One word that describes this season of life for you.
This season,
Yes.
chaotic.
I'm feeling that.
That's what comes to mind first. What's something that's like changing? Because I am in a transition. I guess
Pivoting?
Huh?
Pivoting?
Pivot? Yeah, we could pivot.
And final one, how are you living life unapologetically today?
I'm just learning to find my voice, like more instead of like appeasing to everybody, but more sticking to my integrity and becoming more of a me. Because I tend to be more of like a chameleon when it's like, okay, I meet people where I am, which I'm grateful for. I can literally sit with you and become like, even if you had an accent, I would pick up your accent. It is the most crazy thing in the world, but I'm also trying to be my unapologetically myself, right? So I'm trying to
Yeah.
find that lately, it's been a struggle. And sometimes it actually like feels like it hurts me because I'm like, wait, was that me? Was that me? Yes, that's me. Don't feel bad about it. So that's me trying to be my unapologetic self.
When you start to like pay attention to that and are able to notice whether it's you or not, like it's so much easier to shut it down when it's not, because now you're like aware, you've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And sometimes like I definitely had a hard time sticking up for myself. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's because I'm the middle kid and like I've always had to just kind of go with the flow. But setting my boundaries lately has been a huge thing. And like I'm used to like stopping whatever I'm doing and help that person. And my husband's like, you can't do that because this other thing didn't get done. So I'm learning to be like, okay, I'm going to help you. And as soon as I finish this 3 dishes and put them in the dishwasher, or something like that.
I love that. It's like setting those boundaries and that outline, and really specific as far as like, I'll help you, but here's what I'm helping with. Like, don't expect me just to do it.
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Because my daughters are like, oh, she's 8. She's going to be 8. She like wants me to get her dressed in the morning. I'm like, no, you're 8. You can roll out of bed and get dressed. So we're learning that. Yeah, it's been really hard because usually I'll just like pick everything up because I want it to be clean. And now I'm having to like walk beside them and help them do it themselves. But mom,
Like, but
can't
so
you
much
just do it?
longer.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. Parenting is hard because you're like, okay, I could do this for them, but what am I actually teaching them?
It's true. It doesn't change. I mean, Wyatt and I are sitting in a hotel room and he's like, hey mom, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And I think he was on Etsy. How do I do this in Etsy? I don't know. Like, go Google it. Go chat GBT it. I would have to do this. Why are you asking me? Because I'd have to go look it up too. Like, you can look it up. I'm like, I've enabled you for way too long. Go figure it out, boy.
Boy, I've done everything for you. I know. Reagan's the same way. We're doing Girl Scout cookies right now, and it is so hard for me to not just like do all the things. It's like it's addicting because you're like, okay, I got to keep the inventory, and we have this little app where we put in all the stuff and got to count all the cash, and it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
But
If you
you
need
gotta
any
let
Girl
her
Scout
be able to do
cookies,
some of that too. I have avoided the Girl Scout cookie stands this year.
good for you. If you do get any, get the trefoils. They're like a sugarish cookie, and 5 cookies only has 7 grams of sugar.
Is that a new cookie this year?
No, it's an old kind of OG one. It's like a shortbread cookie.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a thin mint. I love some thin mints.
Oh, those are so good. I don't know what it is about putting them in the freezer.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the best part about the freezer is you tend to forget they're there, and so then they last a lot longer.
True. This is true.
That's my trick there, and we'll see. I'm
You
sure it's
should
only a matter
you
of
should
time before
have a protein shake that tastes like one of the Girl Scout cookies.
that's not a bad idea.
Thin Mint chocolate, but don't name it Thin Mint, obviously, because that's Girl Scout
Might get
probably.
sued.
Yeah, that
Patty,
might
no.
be, trademarked, but
Yeah. I'll have to
just
think of something. I'm actually headed on a trip. I can't say too much because, lady bosses, you're listening, but I'm going on a trip next week to maybe like play with some things along some things. So,
I'm so
and I
excited.
don't know, I wasn't the one on the team that picked the list. I gave like, here's my like ideas. And then, we need a bunch more so we can decide. And so I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I bet it's delicious.
Yay!
It'll
Yay!
be fun.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
Yes, yes. Sorry, ladies. Ladies listening, you will know very, very soon what we've been working on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Steph, thank you so much for being on. It has
Thanks
been
for
an
having me.
amazing conversation. And thank you for being so like and raw and real and like letting women know that it is okay to like slow down and check in and it's okay to be vulnerable and own where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely just have to make sure, like, nobody's perfect, right? Gotta give ourselves some grace and love ourselves. And you're not any use if you're just in your bed crying, I don't know, in a ball. And just know that God's got your back and you can just give it to Him. That's the greatest thing. Sometimes you're just like, "Oh, wait." It's like, why? Just let it off. Just give it to Him. It's fine. You can't make your bills this month? Oh, it's fine. God's got you. Just give it to Him. I'll tell you,
Yep.
one time I was like, I do not know how we're going to make our house payment this month. And out of nowhere, I won some sort of drawing from a donation that I made.
Wow.
And it was almost to the T, the exact amount of money that we needed. Like, how crazy is that?
That is wild. That is so awesome. He is so good.
He is so good. Just be obedient. It's hard. It's hard. Right now, I want to eat those Girl Scout cookies.
And those Girl Scout cookies sound real good right about now. They're tempting.
I love it, though. I love it. I am so grateful for everything. I'm grateful for you, too. Thanks for having me on. I love watching you. You're like the
Thank you.
fun.
I watch your socials too and all the things you're doing.
So fun.
It's been incredible.
So glad we're at where we're at from where we came.
Yes, for sure. Even on the hard days, again, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for having
Lady
me.
listening, if you loved this episode, go follow Steph. Go find her I know you're on Instagram. You're
Yep.
on TikTok, right? You just started, I think, a new TikTok page and Facebook. What are your socials?
Okay, my Instagram for sure is at Stephanie Hungerford. Then it's a period and an underscore. And then I think my TikTok is at Sold by Steph, and I think there's periods in between. And then just Stephanie Hungerford on Facebook.
And we will link those in the show notes, ladies, so you can go check them out and easy access. And
Yeah, follow me, like my posts. I'm excited. I'm in Dallas, so if everybody needs a house here or insurance or anything, just let me know.
and you'll see she's full of wisdom. Like you'll get to see her crushing it in both the real estate world, probably the insurance world here soon.
Yep.
And did I say it twice or did I say real estate and then insurance?
No, you said both.
Okay, just double checking. And then, of course, real life, mom, wife, all the things. So go follow her. And if today hit you right where you needed it, take it as your nudge. You don't need it like overall life.
Yeah, I want to hear all their comments too. I want to read them.
Yes. Make sure you get those. Ladies, you just need a moment to realign with your state, check in, and the rest, as Stephanie said, will follow. We will see you ladies next time. Thank you for being here. Bye.
I'm showing up as the woman I was created to be. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be real. One woman's courage gives another permission. I'm done waiting for someday. My time is now. I'm walking in faith, not fear. God's plan for me is bigger than my fear. No more hiding who I am. This is the real me, and I'm not apologizing for her.
Thank you for tuning in to the Unapologetic podcast. If today's episode fired you up, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new one. And hey, leave a quick review, or sharing this with a friend helps us reach more women who need this message. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and keep living unapologetically. Thank you for tuning in to the Unapologetic podcast. If today's episode fired you up, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new one. And hey, leave a quick review, or sharing this with a friend helps us reach more women who need this message. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and keep living unapologetically.